Hello everyone and welcome back to the SteemTrail Gaming News. Today is the 12th of December 2017. My name is Kralizec and I will be your host for the evening. And we got three interesting topics to talk about today. First, we're going to talk about a great deal the Way Out creators have decided to have for the co-op gameplay. Then a little bit of controversy surrounding PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And lastly, the fact that the Nintendo Switch has surpassed 10 million units sold. Seriously amazing. But let's start with a Way Out. A Way Out co-op game from the creators of Tale of Two Brothers. It has a pretty interesting promotion planned, so you can actually play co-op with your friends. This game will be pretty much just focused around co-op. I don't even think it will have a purely single-player mode. It's just the way the game is structured doesn't seem to allow for that. But the thing they will offer is that if you have one copy, your friend can play with you for free as long as they have a trial. So yeah, for free. And I love this. Even though it will probably limit their sales to not half, more than half probably, but it will certainly limit their sales because it's not like your friend now suddenly has to buy the game. It is super nice of them to do, and I love it. I'm sort of wondering if this is EA trying to like be, oh fuck, we need to get the gaming community back on our sides, because A Way Out is going to be published by EA. And I can't really say anything much else about it than I love this. I seriously love this. This should be done for more co-op games where if you have one copy, at least one friend can play with you, because these games are usually created in such a way where single player may be fun, but co-op is just so much more better. And I'm super happy that this will be here for Way Out, because the Brothers games, it was amazing, and the way it controlled was completely unique and would have perfectly worked with co-op, and it also did. And A Way Out is a game that is potentially going to take this to even a better level, as suddenly it has the budget to actually pull off something amazing on top of the mechanics created for Brothers. Of course, we can assume a large portion of the budget will just go to things like the graphics and optimization, and on top of that, marketing, because marketing is seriously expensive these days in the gaming industry. But hopefully at least some of that money will also get splashed onto the game mechanics, and hopefully it will make the game a great game. I'm really hoping they don't screw this one up, because if they do, I might just lose all hope in EA. And I don't mean hope in the fact that they're a company with good ethics. I mean just them producing good games, because lately their games have been sort of good at the very best. None of them have been truly exceptional, and I think The Way Out is the only game this year that really has the potential to be something exceptional coming out of EA's list. Okay, our second topic for today, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds controversy. I don't know if I should laugh at this or whether I take it seriously. So, the thing is, this is a controversy surrounding the female models that have been recently added to the games, specifically whenever the females are in their underwear. And then you are able to see their camel toes. Yeah, you know, that little line that essentially shows the girl's vagina. That's now in certain... it's not on the live servers. It's on the public test realm, pretty much. You can find images of this pretty easily online, and PlayerUnknown has issued a statement. No, he tweeted. I don't know how we can call this an issued statement. So he tweeted that, oh, okay, this is not really our fault because these were created by somebody externally and nobody really thought to check this out. And on one hand, I believe this. I don't think anybody took a close look at the girl's crotches to see there's a camel toe. Apart from people who care about these things, who actually want to cause controversies like this. And obviously it's not going to make its way to the full version of the game, to the live servers, because right now this controversy around this is just too big. On the other hand, I sort of wish it did, but not because I want to see camel toes of girls in games. You know, on the other hand, if I really want to see camel toes of girls, I'll just go watch porn. I will not go play PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds to watch this. If I want to see a girl naked, I'll just ask my girlfriend to get naked for me. You know, most people these days, most gamers these days have girlfriends. The stereotype of gamer being a lonely, nerdy guy, just sitting at his home all day, being fat, not having any social life, is long gone. You know, the average gamer these days is in his 30s, probably has some children, has a decent job, and is just a normal guy. You know, he's just an average guy. And yes, the average gamer these days is still a male, at least when it comes to console and computer gaming. When it comes to gaming on mobile, there it is probably at least 50-50. If actually there, I would guess maybe it's even more females playing games from their phones rather than guys, because I know a lot of guys who are just, I don't like the games on their phone. And you know, I'm actually one of them. If I'm going to play something on my phone, it's going to be some stupid shooter game, but most of the time I'll just take on a book. I'll just read a book on my phone. I'm okay with that. But back to the controversy. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I love it. It's just a so stupid controversy that if it wasn't like immediately solved by PlayerUnknown's, I'm pretty sure it would have went political. And that's the thing that makes me sad. Because this really isn't a thing that should be taken political. It should be just think like, oh god, they just put in a camel toe. Ha ha ha, that's funny. And that's how it should be treated. Not like, I don't even understand why this is a controversy. It is a non-controversy in my mind. But sadly, we live in a day and age where a certain type of people, more specifically called social justice warriors, have a large say in how business is being conducted around the world. And one of the things they don't like is when women are sexualized, even though women are sexual objects the same way as males are sexual objects. In certain fantasies, both sexes are sexual objects, and there's nothing wrong with that. Seriously. As long as it's not a real person being sexualized without their consent, then it's okay. And these aren't real people. These are virtual representations of no existing females even. These are just virtual dolls, essentially. And the fact that they are sexualized just is a non-issue in my head. And our last topic for today: Nintendo Switch surpassing 10 million units sold just under a year. And I'm very happy about this. I was sort of skeptical originally about the Switch. I will be honest. I wasn't sure if it will be a success. I was thinking it will be a big success in Japan because that's where mobile gaming is quite big, and handheld slash home console just seemed ideal for the fact that they don't have much space, and this allows them to have only one console, and if they want to, they can just play this in their bed or whatever, or on the go. I was really predicting a success for the Switch in Japan, but I underestimated how much the people will love the Switch around the world, and 10 million units sold just under a year are great numbers. And I think the thing that helped that achievement is the fact that Nintendo actually took their time and chose what games will be released very early on in the life cycle of this console. More specifically, I think the fact that Zelda was released with the release of the Switch is the reason the Switch is such a big success, because so many people wanted to play that. I wanted to play that, and I am not a console person, so obviously I haven't played it on the Switch. I have played it on my computer with an emulator. Obviously that had a lot of issues and it didn't work perfectly, there were a lot of bugs, but I still at least got to see that amazing game. And the fact that there are people who are able to play this on the go is sort of amazing to me. And the Switch actually proves to me that portable gaming isn't dead. I was sort of in this mindset that portable gaming might be a little bit dead, as handhelds, I just didn't saw that much value into them, especially compared to gaming on my phone. Even though, as I said, I'm not a mobile gamer, but I see a lot of people gaming on their phones, and the games on phones are getting progressively better, even though they are usually still primarily meant for casual players. But there are hardcore games, and there are phones who can handle it, but on top of that, there are tablets that can handle this very, very well. And it's very easy to buy some little cheap gamepad that is Bluetooth compatible with your tablet and play a game at decent settings and with decent controls even on your tablet. But the Switch essentially said, you know what, let's just make this into a purely dedicated device. It's pretty much the same comparison between PCs and consoles. And Switch is somewhere in the middle. It's not even I wouldn't even call it a traditional console at this point. I think the Switch has created a completely new category of consoles, because now we will have home consoles, and then we will have consoles that are semi-portable. They won't be like the DS, because the DS still has a future, because the battery life of that is just way better than for the Switch. But if you know, like, for example, let's say you're going from, so let's say you're a kid from a divorced family, and every week you're traveling between your mother's and father's place, and you're spending like 3 hours on the road. The Switch is just ideal for you. You know, you just pack in the stand, because both homes obviously have a TV or some displaying device, and you just pack those in, and you can just game on the while you're riding in the car. You don't even have to chat with your family. Though that is sad. That is sad. Yeah, it is. Hopefully you still chat with your family, but maybe you can, like, so you have like a little sister, so you play Mario Kart with her. Just you give her one Joy-Con controller, you have the other, you put the Switch in between you, and you play both. And if you arrive a little bit earlier or a little bit later and you play a little bit more than you expected, well, we just pause the game, switch the Switch off. Yeah, that sounds weird. The Switch off, and when you get back in, and after you unpack and do whatever you need to do, you can continue your game, and that's fucking amazing. And I really hope the rest of the console makers, Sony and Microsoft, do come up with a system similar to this. Though I'm going to assume they will have to wait a little bit longer, otherwise they will just be called copycats at this moment. And that's going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's installment of the SteemTrail Gaming News. If you did, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you're watching this on Steemit, be sure to give us an upvote and to follow our blog. You can find my personal channel at Kralizec Gaming on YouTube or at Kralizec on Steemit. I make gaming content. I don't think that will surprise anyone. Primarily game reviews. And with that being said, see you guys later with more gaming content.